Hey guys, so welcome back to Joe's RC Corner, and today we're going to be working on the left wing still. We got a lot of work done yesterday. Got most of it riveted together, at least with the skeleton. So we'll be able to start working on getting this flipped over today, hopefully, and get working. So stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, so like I said, we got a lot of work done here on the left wing yesterday. We got a lot of stuff riveted together here. We got the trailing edges riveted to the skins. We're ready to start putting in the, almost ready to flip it over actually. So that way we can get the bottom skin on and match drilled and riveted in place. So that's gonna be today's steps. We're gonna finish up a lot of stuff here. Got a couple more rivets to get along this edge here, and then we'll be able to get this flipped over and get that bottom skin in place. So moving along pretty good. Like everyone says, once you finish one wing, the other wing goes by a lot quicker. So we went ahead and like I mentioned, we put the self-etch and primer on the edges where the skin's going to touch. I went ahead and just brought it over to this side as well. Not a big deal. Didn't take really that much more paint to do that, but it just makes it nice and uniform. We're making sure that we keep this square, and we're also making sure we keep it level. So ready to move forward. Next steps: finish up riveting that back section there. We'll get this cleat coat in place. We will drill this out and put our A6 rivets in here and move on from that. So moving along really nice, getting there, and we'll be ready to flip this over here very soon, and we'll get that laser level out and make sure that the trailing edge stays perfectly straight and level, and also we'll match up the leading edge as well before we start riveting the skin in place. Because once the skin is in place, it does kind of hold everything nice and straight and wherever it's at. So if it's not straight, it won't be straight when you're done. We want to make sure we have a straight wing and match it up with this wing. So that's the plan. Hopefully we can finish up the wing this week, and next week the plan is to go ahead and get them trial fit and drill those holes out so that we can get the wings off and get them painted. That's going to be a big milestone, because once they're painted and I'll be able to go ahead and mount them permanently onto the fuselage, which is going to be awesome. Great milestone at that point. And we'll be able to start finishing up some of the avionic wiring that goes out and up to the wing, get those plugs in. So moving along very nicely. So I'm going to set up the time lapse, guys, and we'll get started. Okay guys, so a quick pause from the time lapse. As you might have noticed in the time lapse, we flipped the wing over and then we went ahead and got it leveled. I'm going to put a couple more spacers underneath here. I use 2x4s at specific locations, but I'm going to add a couple more here, and then I toenail those in so they don't move. And then of course we squared up and leveled all the ribs so that they're all in the same plane. So as you look down the wing, you'll see there's no twist. Now the next steps, a few things that I forgot to do while it was taken apart. but not a big deal. We'll be able to do that at this point. And that would be the tie down ring, which is all prepped, ready to go. I'm going to tape it off once I know exactly how this is going to fit. And I believe it will go on this one. I marked it. And that'll just fit just like so. And I leave a little bit of a space there. And then I marked that. And then I will prime, self-etch prime the bottom where it's touching the others. And then I leave this is going to stay the aluminum because that's going to have hooks going in and out of it. And no point in painting that if that's going to get scratched up. So we'll get that done. We have the butt rib is in. I did not rivet this yet. Yeah, everything else there is ready. That's looking good. And once we get the bottom skin on, we'll get it flipped back over again. We'll make sure it's all nice and straight and level. And then in this back here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our fuel, our tip light wiring is going to go down through here. And the other is going to be the pitot tube, which I haven't decided where it's going to go, but I will decide before I flip the wing over because I want to be able to drill the hole out for my pitot tube and also my landing light panel. So if you guys remember, put together my pitot tube, and that's going to go somewhere. So let's see, that's the tie down. I may put it in this panel here. So we'll figure that out, and that's where that will be going. I haven't decided entirely yet, but I'm thinking on this panel here where the tie down, I'm sorry, inboard, this side. That's the outboard of the left wing. That's the inboard of the left wing. So one of these here is where it's going to go. I want to make sure it's going to clear the strut. If I have to change the height of this, I can. But we're looking probably about right there. The strut should go from that area there. So that should not be interference. So the strut will go from here up. So this should fit right here in this area. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll cut the skin to make that fit. And then that'll be my access panel and my pitot tube so I can put that in when I need to. And then, of course, there'll be a mounting point for my landing light as well, which I will make sure it matches the position from this wing, and it'll match on this wing. Time to get the back bottom skin there, get that laid out, and also the inboard bottom skin. Get that all prepped and ready to go, and get that lined up. And of course we will be using the laser level, making sure that this stays straight once we flip it back over again and lock everything in place. So back to work, guys. Let's keep moving. Okay guys, so we're at the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse, but I want to just do a quick overview of what we accomplished because, man, we got a lot done. As you can see, the wing is taking shape. We have the bottom skins basically all match drilled now. So that's all set, ready to go. The trailing edge is on here temporarily because I needed the space in here. As you can see, the nose skins are here and dangling. And we did the right thing this time. I know, it's odd, but we did the right thing this time, and we have drilled out the holes for both items that are going to be hanging under the wing. So as you can see, we have the pitot angle of attack, and per the book, it goes in the bay right after the strut here. And I took my ruler to make sure that it was going to clear and it looks like it will. So let's say we were here, and we were continued on that angle right there. Also remember that it also swings back a little bit. So as you can see, that should work out just fine. If need be, I can shorten this up a little bit. So I can take this off, trim this back down just a little bit, and get this down a little bit closer. So we should be able to make it work. Glad that's on. This one, the light is on. We've gotten the holes match drilled into the spar for the leading edge. So that's pretty much where we are going to end today's video. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the next video tomorrow, which we will be flipping the wing over, or actually taking all this off now and then cleaning it up. We got to deburr all the holes, deburr the edges, and get all this back on, and then we can rivet this down. So hopefully tomorrow the bottom skins will be riveted, and we'll be able to take the wing and flip it over onto its on the bottom, right side up, and start working on the top side. And that means routing the pitot angle of attack, routing the light, and routing the tip light. Getting all those routed and get those plugs made up, and should be good to go. So much happier with the way this is coming out. It's perfectly flat and straight. I've checked it a dozen times throughout the process, and should be good to go. All right, guys, so that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell if you like what you're seeing, so you get notified with that subscription. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. So keep building, keep flying, and pretty soon we're gonna have wings on the Cricket. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. See you next time.
Bye.